It's broccoli cleanup day. There's a lot of work today. We're gonna cut down all of these broccoli plants. There's about 100 of them, and they're pretty far gone. We're gonna chop them up, build a little compost pile out of them. We're gonna roll up the landscape fabric that they're planted in, scratch up the dirt a little bit, and plant some cover crops, some peas and oats for the fall. Come on, let's go.
These broccoli plants were sown indoors on February 25th and then transplanted outside on the 15th of April. And now it's July 23rd.
I'm snipping off all the broccoli plants at their base, making sure not to disturb the roots underneath. Kind of a no-dig, no-till style. Might as well just leave that root in the soil instead of ripping it out. It's a nice home for little microbes and worms, little things like that. So typically, I do not rip out the roots of my plants. And this one here actually seems like it has some good broccoli on it still. Got a little piece. Pretty good. Only a couple aphids. So between the broccoli and the cauliflower, there's well over 100 plants here. And this cauliflower bolted. We already took out the cabbage. I have to be careful not to smash these soybeans here. Oopsies. Sorry, beans. Sorry, beans. There's a lot of white flies on these. It's that time of year. We always have a problem with white flies, so I try to get the broccoli in and out before it gets too gross. I know some people don't mind the little buggies, but I don't want to eat those. Got a nice row of soybeans coming up here. Gotta be careful about them. All right, chop down in the back. We had so much broccoli this year. very successful. It's funny, I had a seed tray of 80 slots and I was only going to plant like 60 of them, and I wasn't paying attention. I just ended up planting the whole thing. So we ended up with a ton more broccoli than usual, but it was delicious. Maybe a little less next year. We got some pumpkins growing up over on this side. And the pumpkins are gonna come over here. The soybeans are gonna grow up. We also have some squashes and stuff coming in from this side. So this area, we will plant it with cover crop, but also some of these vines will start to come in here, take up this area. You know, all this gets planned out in December and January. It's a big method to this madness. There's a lot of broccoli plants. Wanted to make a compost pile out of them right here, but maybe that's too ambitious. Guess we'll see. These big old stalks here. Nice. This was a very good broccoli year. It got hot in the beginning of April, late March, for about a week. Almost went up to 100 degrees in New York City. But then it cooled down. Got a lot of rain during the spring. It was like perfect brassica weather. Oh, forgot one. All right, take a little looky look here. There's a couple weeds, but oh, cauliflower plant back there. These are Brussels sprouts. A couple more cauliflowers here. These are Brussels sprouts. Still haven't really sprouted that much yet.
Yep, looks like we are good to go.
Got a chopping bucket here. We're gonna take some of these broccolis, chop them up, get them ready for compost pile. So I chopped down all the broccolis, but I've left the stems in the ground. I think that's important to reiterate. I like to leave the roots in the ground. They're a nice ecosystem for beneficial microbes and worms and such. So we're not going to disturb them. We're just going to let them stay in the ground over winter and rot. So let's take some of these stems and get chopping. down if we don't chop them up. This might take a little while. That's all right. I'm gonna go grab another wheelbarrow to put these in. So we're gonna chop up the broccoli as best we can. We're gonna peel up the landscape fabric here. And then we'll build a little compost pile. I don't know if we're gonna make it through all this. You know, probably like 5 more of these chopping wheelbarrows. Everything that we grow in the garden, we try to compost, put back into the soil, even if it is a lot of work. There is a group of compost volunteers specifically for the community garden here. We have different people helping out in different projects. There's a compost group that makes amazing compost out of all the kitchen scraps from the neighborhood and plant debris from the garden. But this is just so much that I don't want to overwhelm them. So we're going to do it ourselves. Every Tuesday, the compost volunteers, they chop up all of the kitchen scraps from the neighborhood, like I was saying. And I always see them chopping like this. Don't envy that job. This is hard work. All right. Look at that. Choppy chop. Time to dump. Nice and chopped. Still some big stalks, but what are you gonna do? I'm running out of energy. All right, I'm gonna finish chopping these up, and then we'll start rolling up the landscape fabric. All right, we're done chopping. Whew, that was a lot of work. Completely chopped all of this stuff. Now we're gonna peel up this landscape fabric, clean up some of these other weeds, try to watch out for these soybeans. I almost stepped on them a couple times. Oh, look at this cute little sign. Guess we can take this out now. So I'm just peeling up the landscape staples on the fabric. We started using landscape fabric about 4 years ago. Had the idea where I was just tired of dealing with weeds, and it's really saved us a lot of labor in cleaning up weeds. You know, now that I open this up though, the weeds are probably going to pop up right away. Hopefully they don't outcompete our cover crop. You know, the landscape fabric is permeable, so the rain and sprinkler water goes right through it. Looks like some weeds still snuck through. You know, it is permeable, so the weeds will come through. They will grow through. Oh, looks like I forgot a broccoli here. A little itty bitty one. I'm just going to make a mess to start with. Start pulling up all these staples, and then we'll go and roll it up nice. Kind of hard to find the edge here. Oh, this is buried a little bit. I think I should have started with this side. Man, whoever put this in used a lot of landscape staples. Oh, whoops. That was me that did that. Maybe we can roll this one up. All right, free. We got one free. Let's start rolling this up. Yeah, the weeds have really liked attaching themselves to this. So I'll try to rip some of them off. But I'm not going to lose my mind about it. Oh, sprinklers came loose. Sprinkler came loose. May have to reconnect that in a second. I'm just rolling these weeds up. Yeah, I'll come back in a couple months and roll this up a little bit better. This is not that great right now. It's getting heavy because of all the dirt. Ooh, some nice big wormies in here. We'll drag this to the front. This last fabric here is still in use by the sunflowers. So we're just gonna fold it over. I didn't really think about the wheelbarrows. Gotta bring the wheelbarrows in here and reconnect the hose. Let's reconnect the sprinkler. Whew. Time to get a drink of water. All right, so we cleared out the landscape fabric. Now let's bring our broccoli back in. Oh, if I don't knock over this pipe, the irrigation pipe I just ran over. No, I think we can start it right here. All right, now we need some leaves. So we're gonna go get some leaves. Come with me to get some leaves. Let's go get some leaves. So the compost section of the garden over here. Ooh, some finished compost here. Nice. And here's a leaf pile. Myself a little pitchfork here. Start getting some leaves. There's nice broken down leaves. During the fall, we have a school nearby that has a big grass campus, which is kind of uncommon in New York City. But instead of trucking their leaves out to who knows where, we have an arrangement with them where they just bring them down the street to us. We'll take all the leaves. So they bring a big truck out, drop their leaves in the garden. We've really built it up over the years. You know, feet from the blacktop underneath this garden. All right, let's take these leaves back. All right, now we got some browns for our greens. Let's start mixing these in with the broccoli. Making a compost pile is like making a sandwich or a cake, even like a layer cake. Greens, browns, give it a little water, maybe add a little dirt. Beautiful. gonna need to go get some more leaves. All right, we need more leaves. One more wheelbarrow full, and then about 3/4 of a wheelbarrow of broccoli here. We should be good. All right, I'll be back. There's our finished compost pile. Ran out of battery there. But we got layered broccoli leaves, broccoli leaves, broccoli leaves. Thermometer on the top. Only 100 degrees right now, but hopefully that'll heat up. 140, 150. Now we have this bare area that we got to scratch up, lay down some cover crop. All right, so we raked the cover crop seeds in with a little bit of dirt. We'll need to water them. You can see a little bit here still showing. Try to scrape them into the ground a little bit. But hopefully we'll see them start coming up. Maybe give them a little water. So we ripped all the broccoli out, rolled up that landscape fabric, built a little compost pile, scraped up the dirt, threw in some cover crop seeds, peas and oats, cover them up. Now we just gotta give it a little water. Hopefully we'll see them coming up in a few days. Good luck.